Take a look how pretty this is. This is in Warfield, Kentucky. Cool name, huh? Warfield. But we were just on our way back. We'd been out doing a couple other stories, Heather and I. We just thought we'd get out, kind of take a look at these and see how old some of the graves were. Real quick, she's looking up some information on the graveyard right now, and I figured I'd just kind of take a look around real quick. Hunting season. Figure if nothing else, it is a absolutely beautiful old cemetery. The leaves are changing, and if nothing else, it should be a really pretty, peaceful video. Look at that one. Look how pretty that is. Scott. It's got a little church on this side, a little farmhouse and a barn on the other side. That's really pretty. And Willis Scott is U.S. Army, as a matter of fact. Died in 1972. August 5th, 1919 to August 11th, 1972. Y'all know how I am about veterans. It's actually bigger than I thought. And a lot of them are, I like the train off in the distance too. A little bit of nice ambiance on a pretty day. And the train whistle off in the distance. Looks like an older section here, so I guess I'll walk down here. And the leaves everywhere, very crunchy, isn't it? There's a few more recent as well, and we don't usually cover a lot of more recent. But yeah, these are 2012, and looks like this is probably an older section of it. It doesn't appear to be that old from what I've seen so far. 92, I think the oldest I've seen here so far was in 1966. And I see the car over through there. I like those crunchy leaves. This sounds like fall, doesn't it? Pretty grass. Very well maintained. Very well. And there. I just saw military. Robert Rouse. Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, Korea. April 18th, 1934 to July 13th, 1990. Sometimes newer graves are harder to find information on than, well, all the time they're harder to find information, but every now and then you'll get lucky. It's like I think maybe the town of Warfield takes care of this. It's the Warfield Cemetery. So either way, somebody Somebody's taking pretty good care of it. There's a few plots that are pretty weedy. But most of them seem to be pretty well done, pretty well maintained. Out that way. Hunters. Look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? It's very nice. I'm guessing there's a military grave or so, or two over there. And look at this, how pretty. Dandridge plot. All the stones and stuff painted silver, the fence. This looks really nice. Virgil R. Parsley, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II, 1915 to 1982. Look at this one. I just noticed this a second ago. You walk down, go around these. Tiger. It's a dog's grave. Somebody really loved Tiger, didn't they? And you rest well too, Tiger. Crow up there. The size of that tree. Man, that thing is huge. You can see where it's been turning over headstones and ripping the sidewalk right off the ground. Oh, that's a cover over a grave, isn't it? Tore it right out of the ground. It's a big thing too. This piece here is 6 foot. That's 10, 12. That's a big tree. Military. Yep, World War II. Lloyd R. Sluder, S-L-U-D-E-R. PFC 45th Armed Medical Battalion, 3rd Army Division, World War II, 1928 to 1949. And he made it just after the war. Just a few years. It's real pretty though, all the purple. Looks nice. A little section overgrown. Got a bunch of trees down on it too. You know, people don't just kind of toss them to the side. They put them in these baskets here, and presumably the city or someone comes and gets them from time to time. This is a nice little walk out here. Real pretty. Real pretty place. Lots of wildlife too. A lot of birds and animals you can hear off in the distance. This is a much bigger cemetery than I thought. It goes on up this way and out through there too. Huh. And that looks interesting. Yeah, that's the same one, Barrett. Yep. That's the old stone, and this is the original one. Check this out, guys. James A. Barrett. You see the shield? I spotted that from over by the road. It's a colonel, the 10th Illinois Cavalry, born March 14th and died New Year's Day in 1895. Huh. So there are some old historic graves here as well. That's the oldest one so far, 1895. And I'm guessing there could very well be some more.
Erman Campbell, 1906-1943. Martha Maynard, 1869-1951, at rest. Luke Booth and Martha, his wife. So Luke is 1871-1931, and Martha is a year later, 1871-1932. Husband, wife. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Revelations 14:13. Mary Edith Davenport, 1921-1922. Suffer little children to come unto me. So this cemetery is huge. Marcella Witt, 1922-1930. George Witt, 1885-1942. He is not dead, but sleepeth. Lucy Copley, 1899-1940. Her and was peace. I bet this was a really pretty long time ago. Mother Laura Copley, 1883-1935. Minnie Salmons, 1888-1931. You could spend all day here. Salmons. George and Audrey, 1923, 1982, and Audrey's 1926, 2001. Mason symbols. Salmon Jr. over there, James, 1920. So these are babies. Carl Collier, January 31st, 1927, is our baby. Virginia Collier, 1923. 1923, looked like she lived 2 months. Dulcie Collier, 1904 to 1923. I'm not sure. I don't think so. This is Copley's in here, more modern. Just goes on and on, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Gee whiz.
I'm guessing this circles around and comes back out. 1945. Ballard Bradley Mills, Kentucky, Sergeant 28th. Aircraft carrier. AAFTR carrier. On July 26, 1918. And passed away March 12th, 1945, right about the end of the Second World War. Pauline and Cecil. What's that last name? Horn. Pauline and Cecil Horn. And they got little lions beside the headstones. That old fence. That fence has been there a long time, ain't it? Another World War II. Allen Copley Jr., Kentucky, Private 39th Infantry, 9th Division, World War II, 1923 to 1943. That Civil War colonel right there.
Charles Edward Witt, born and died July 18th, 1937, next to infant son of Mr. and Mrs. Floyd. These are Muncies here. Helen Muncie, Annis Muncie, 1919-1959, and Helen is 1926 to 2013. Maynard's. I'd have brought my drink if I knew this was so big. William Weddington, 1881-1947. He is not dead, but sleepeth. And mother, Frances Weddington, 1889-1950, in God's care. William Copley, 1856-1929, in God's care. Melvin and Elizabeth Muncie. Melvin is 1865-1954. Elizabeth is 1863 to 1945. Says, we will be waiting for you over in the glory land. Hazel Copley, 1915 to 1919. What's the date on that?
The spec, little boy, August 3rd of 2000 to August 24th of 2012.
So it's a dog or a little boy?
It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a beagle. Well, beagle mix. Yeah. I think it's really cute though, people do that. Good dude, James. Wow. It's got a little bunny rabbit back in there. A lot of painting. Somebody put in some time and effort on this one, didn't they?
Wow, that's really neat. John 3:16, Tim Pack. Timothy J. Bones Pack, 1960, 2013. Not very old.
1800s right here in a row.
Yeah. Inscriptions are gone.
They're on this side.
That one says Berry Pack. That little wood cross. Laura Pack. 1858 to 1963.
I think it's 1878.
Okay. Oh, look. So what happened was David on the left passed away in 2005, and they had another David Lee, named him after that David. Lived 1 month. Lived a month.
Oh yeah, yeah. February to March.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's so sad. Rest in peace, Davids. You're together.
World can be
Here.
a cool place.
And in heaven. Well, I think it's just sad for us.
Mop this off.
But they're in a better place, I think. Everyone has different beliefs, but I believe that.
Yeah.
Edna Muncie, 1893, 1944. Booth. It's a pretty cemetery, but you could tell that a couple years not getting maintained and this thing would be gone.
Some of them get a lot of attention and others get none.
Well, I think this is still a cemetery that you can get buried.
Saw some newer ones. I saw some fresh ones.
It's just when they stop taking people, they stop maintaining them.
This looks really good, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Really pretty.
Look at that over there. J. Will Brown, 1901, 1956.
What a tree. It tore the concrete right off the ground.
Oh my gosh. That's a shame.
That big one over there is looking at where the Civil War colonel is. That tree fell. It looks like it smashed about a dozen of them.
May Runyons and Tom Runyons, 1897, 1980, and 1897, 1967.
See something. Clyde Runyon, Kentucky, Private 68, Coast Artillery Battalion, World War II, 1925 to 1944. This could be a World War II death. All red and purple and green and
I thought you were going for the John Booth.
all kinds of different colors. Look at that. Beautiful. Which one? John Booth right there?
Yeah, you want to pick up the flowers?
Yeah. John M. Booth, 1880 to 1942. And Leslie J. Booth, 1889 to 1958. Barbara Ann Parsley, June 18th, 1940 to August 1st, 1941. Suffer little children to come unto me. Pretty old tree, isn't it? Looks like it's on fire almost from here. I'm sure the camera ain't doing it justice. The sun's not out. You know, it does better when the sun's shining on stuff like that. But trust me, it's really pretty.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it right back. I just want to... Thomas Rangeleby Dandridge, 1918, 1938. None knew thee but to love thee. And this one, I just saw and I just had a feeling I should get her. Cussie Payne, 1899, 1960. See if she's got to find a grave. I just felt drawn back to it. I don't know. Definitely not psychic. I'm just saying I felt drawn to it. Grace Bard Dandridge, 1894, 1964. Her love was gentle and warm. That's sweet. Next to her husband, Harry Clay Dandridge, 1887, 1947. He was a friend to man. And then Ellen Catherine Dandridge, 1929, 2002. Garnet Booth Kirk, Harrison Booth, 1876, 1939.
Look at those little benches. That one says mother and this one says father.
That's neat. Roberta and Earl. John H. Salmon family. You never seen a cemetery that was broke up into
So many plots like that.
family plots, like, yeah. It says Bates, May 23rd, 1959. On the left, William Jack, 1932. And then right is Rita Gauze, 1935 to 2017. And then Ruth and Orville Gauze is in here. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Gays or Gauzes over there. Lawrence, Lizzie or Lewis, Edna.
Show you something as you come up here.
Ooh, this one. James Endicott, 1923 to 1949. Buried next to James Endicott, 1947 to 2014. So that would have been son, father and son. No one else in there. That's interesting. So this is the Rouse family cemetery. It's pretty.
It's gonna get a little cloudy in it.
Yeah, it's starting to get late. So
It's rain tonight.
it's a beautiful day though.
Yeah, it is.
Dotson. Hey, look, that'd be your family, Dotsons.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming along with us to the Warfield Cemetery. It's been a fun, well, it's been a relaxing fall day.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Lost in the top of the mountain in Warfield, Kentucky. Exactly where we like to be, isn't it? So, until next time, out of Warfield, Kentucky.
Funguses.
Fungus out.
How pretty.
The hillbilly out.
Hillbilly's out. See y'all next time.